Rockets beat the Warriors. Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News Midday.
A family, including a 5-year-old girl, rushed to the hospital after a fire ripped through their Northwest Houston home. Who helped them get to safety?
Plus, a mystery near downtown Houston after a body was found floating in White Oak Bayou. Who made the shocking discovery?
And showers already starting to pop across the region. Is this another soaker of an afternoon? I'll have your latest forecast for the drive time home coming up.
Good morning, I'm Andy Sirota.
And I'm Amy Davis. We begin with the latest on how that family escaped from their burning home in Northwest Houston.
That's right, a 5-year-old girl was injured, among those who was injured. This morning we are hearing from her mother. Channel 2's Haley Hernandez joining us live from the scene on the Priest. Haley.
Yeah, so I was talking to her mother a little bit earlier this morning. She blames a porch light, a faulty wired porch light, for starting this fire that injured her daughter and her father. And I just found out from the Houston Fire Department that it was a rookie firefighter who managed to save the child.
I don't know what to say. I'm angry. You know, I'm heartbroken because you don't know where to start. You don't know what to do. But I'm just glad that we all got out okay.
Tiara Charleston returns to her home that was burned overnight. She's been in the hospital with her father and 5-year-old daughter, Kamora, since firefighters rescued the trapped family from burning up with the house.
From what I can tell, the fire started on the front porch. My sister said it started on the front porch, and some passerbys, I think it was the people that lived down the street, they stopped, saw the fire, and acknowledged the neighbor.
Neighbors jumped into action when they saw the flames. This man grabbed a garden hose and tried to help before rescuers could arrive.
Pretty bad, because everybody was hollering, the baby, the baby, the baby, the baby.
With all the smoke, they had a hard time seeing the child.
They were trying to get the burglar bars off, and they were trying to get in the back, and the fire was engulfed, and the smoke was thick, dark, black smoke.
The fire department says when they got here, the house was already consumed by the fire.
They got here just in time. But I think if it had been any longer, we'll be doing another story right about now.
And the firefighters did a wonderful job. Thank God for them for saving my niece's baby.
And that little girl is suffering from smoke inhalation damage. Her grandfather has a little worse of an injury. He's burned on his face and neck. Reporting live from Northwest Houston, Haley Hernandez, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Well, maintenance workers found a body floating in White Oak Bayou near downtown Houston early this morning. And the big question remaining at this hour, who is that victim? Channel 2's Courtney Gilmore joins us live with the latest on the investigation. Courtney?
Well, Amy, foul play is not ruled out yet. Officers were alongside the bayou. They were collecting evidence out here for hours. They're still waiting for an official autopsy report. Next to a popular bike and running trail beneath the downtown thoroughfares where I-10 and 45 intersect, officers say witnesses discovered a body floating in the bayou.
HFD was able to get the body out of the water. Right now, we can't tell, we don't know very much about, we don't have an identification.
Crews couldn't tell how long the person was in the water, but they did say even though it was hours before dawn, road workers spotted the body before 3:30 this morning. According to investigators, the person was clothed and possibly lodged in debris.
The water just wasn't high enough. There seemed to be some debris, but HFD did have a difficult time getting the body.
Police tell us the medical examiner will play a key role in the initial stage of the investigation. Officers say right now detectives have more questions than answers. Well, officers tell me after they receive that official autopsy report, they can then begin to piece together a timeline and find out more information on the victim. For now, reporting live near downtown, Courtney Gilmore, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Courtney, thanks so much. A Fort Bend ISD student is recovering in the hospital after he was struck by a car this morning. Police say a pickup hit the Ridgepoint High School student on Waters Lake and Deer Crossing just after 7 a.m. The student was taken to the hospital for cuts to his head and possibly a broken leg.
All right, well, that familiar rain could be making a comeback today.
That's right. We could see some brief downpours. Meteorologist Justin Stapleton keeping a close eye on the radar for us.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, guys, it's like they don't even need to write it. We just kind of repeat from the day before. Well, so let's just stick that script in, because that's pretty much what we're going to be dealing with as we head towards this afternoon. Now, brief downpours is what we'll call for today, basically isolated. Britta was talking about it most of the morning. This is what we've been watching outside, a mix of clouds and some sunshine. This is Think Houston First camera as you look down towards Miller Outdoor Theater. So far, so good, but watch this. Temperature 84. What does it feel like? Feels like 90 degrees outside. That humidity making a major factor in your forecast. All of the air temperatures right now still sitting in the mid 80s, but you factor in that humidity, those south winds, and it makes it feel like it will likely be in the low 90s throughout the rest of this morning and early afternoon. Folks, out towards Rosenberg, as you go down 59, we've got a few showers starting to pop outside of Sienna Plantation, just to the southwest of that as well. Let's put the exact track in motion. We've got a little boundary, surface boundary sitting to the north of us there that is going to be sort of a trigger point for the rest of today, tonight, and into tomorrow's forecast. Our front is moving south of Dallas, but it's slowly heading southward, and that means we'll keep at least a chance for some showers and thunderstorms around about 20% throughout this sticky afternoon. I'll let you know when it gets a little more widespread as we look in towards that holiday weekend forecast coming up.
We will see in a few minutes. Justin, thanks so much. Remember, you can track our forecast anytime you want. All you have to do is download Frank's free forecast weather app. Just search KPRC in your Apple or Android app store. New at midday, the man suspected of killing 3 people at a North Houston car dealership just appeared in court. James Tinsley is charged with multiple counts of capital murder. He was arrested over the weekend. Tinsley is accused of shooting and killing Tony and Jesse Contreras, along with Tony's son, at Immaculate Auto Sales back in January. He's currently being held without bond. We're getting a look at the man police say exposed himself to children in Rosenberg. Police arrested 34-year-old Marlon Alvarez after pulling him over and realizing his car matched descriptions provided in the exposure incidents. Investigators say he admitted to several acts of indecency involving kids going to school. Alvarez has been charged with indecency with a child and could face other charges.
Well, 2 carjacking suspects are on the run after leading police on a chase in North Harris County. Police say a woman was carjacked by 2 men at her apartment on Cypress Trace last night. Officers put out a description of her stolen minivan, and minutes later, deputies spotted it on FM 1960 and chased the van to Sun Prairie. That's where the driver ditched it and got away. Deputies believe the second suspect was following in another vehicle. The van was eventually returned to the owner. And now to the latest on the deadly biker gang shooting in Waco. Today, the marketplace where that shootout took place reopened for business, but the Twin Peaks restaurant where the violence began is still closed. This morning, 170 suspects are still in jail, bond set at $1 million each. Dozens are said to be members of the notorious Banditos gang. Now, police say the rival gangs who met at the Twin Peaks restaurant had a long history. Sunday's fight started, they say, after an argument over a parking spot. 9 motorcycle gang members were killed. One of the victims is from Pasadena. He is 31-year-old Richard Jordan III.
A big show of support for the family of a Houston police officer who was killed in the line of duty. Officer Richard Martin was struck and killed by a suspect during a high-speed chase on Monday. Last night, dozens of fellow officers attended the Little League game for Officer Martin's young son, Tyler. They showed up after Tyler requested their presence.
Well, it means a lot because I feel honored that he wanted all of us to be here to watch his game. Really tugged at my heart.
If I had this happen to my child, then I would want this kind of show up of support for them.
Tyler's team went on to win. After the game, an HPD helicopter landed on the field to honor Officer Martin. Officer Martin's funeral will be held this Friday. The service is scheduled for 2 p.m. at Grace Church off the Gulf Freeway. The burial itself will be out of state. The man accused of running over Officer Martin, Jeffrey Conlon, died yesterday, 1 day after shooting himself at the end of the chase. This morning, his family sent us this statement. It reads, "Unfortunately, Jeff was struggling with an addiction. He was living in darkness and we could not reach him. We could not save him. Please donate to the 100 Club as we have done in support of Officer Martin's family."
Well, efforts to clean up the appearance of Southwest Houston continued this morning with the demolition of the Buffalo Speedway Commercial Center. Take a look. This is now what's left of it. The demolition is part of the district's Clean It Up, Green It Up campaign. It's focused on improving the quality of the community by planting trees, getting rid of old buildings, and making it more environmentally friendly. And now to Clutch City. Rockets fans looking forward to Game 2.
I know. The team came close to beating the Warriors last night, but couldn't quite pull it off. They blasted ahead early, leading by 15 points in the second quarter, but the Warriors slowly chipped away at the lead, winning it 110-106. Dwight Howard also suffered an injury to his left knee, but he's optimistic he'll be back for Game 2 tomorrow night. Sports director Randy McAvoy is in Oakland for complete courtside coverage. You can catch his updates online and on air throughout the week. A massive recall now affects nearly 1 out of every 7 vehicles in the United States.
Yeah, coming up, which supplier now admits its airbags are defective and which cars are included in the recall.
Plus, how severe weather has devastated parts of North Texas and Oklahoma.
And next, the emergency cleanup underway in California after 21,000 gallons of oil leaked from a busted pipeline.
A $3,000 ice maker gone.